treating both of our dogs.
Sorry.
Even though they were on leash, they both took off and ran across the street. So Christine starts chasing them, and Jackson, my oldest grandson, runs after him. And there was like a ledge when you got to the end of the lawn. And he's a baseball player. So he has a cast on his wrist while he's doing this. So he slides down that hill and he gets Bella, and he comes back while he had road rash on his hind end and on his ankle.
Oh.
And thank goodness for Correct-X, because it really helped him immediately. He was like, Grandma, where's the Correct-X?
Oh my
right here, kid. So
oh my goodness, what a blessing.
Absolutely.
One of the other people that came last night said that her husband had shingles about a year and a half ago, and she said it was all over his middle and broken out and rashy and awful. And she had called me and said, what do I do? And she's not even enrolled yet, but she was like, what do I do? And she took lavender and frankincense sprays and literally did him up over and over again. She said within 3 days, it was all crusted over and not oozing, and he wasn't itching, and he just did fantastic with it. So just such a joy. There's always an answer. So love it. Okay, I'm going to introduce Lee, and Lee's got some great information for us today. I'm going to be having a few classes about Meta-PWR because it really is, I think I'm going to just keep learning. There is so much to learn, and Lee is going to share with us today. She has a mind that's always been natural. She has the ability to teach, and she has the know-how. And I've kind of missed you on classes. There's been so many times, Lee, I've been like, I need Lee to explain this to y'all. She does such a good job of understanding the products and then explaining them. So we're super, super excited she's got time to help us out today and teach us about Meta-PWR. And it's a joy. Can't wait. Can I just maybe share my Meta-PWR bit, and then I'll turn time over to you to talk.
Absolutely.
But Meta-PWR for me has literally made me feel like I have stopped the clock, and maybe pushed it back a little bit too. I did buy a Renfro scale, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet. It didn't click into my app right. And
mine either.
So frustrating. So a Renfro scale is supposed to be able to tell us even our what's it called, Lee?
Metabolic age.
Metabolic age, not just what our age is chronologically.
Not just what we weigh and what our BMI is. Lots and lots of good information that you can get. I've got to
remember to have Joe help me with that, or somebody help me with that. So I on Meta-PWR feel younger. My skin's amazing. Skin tags have literally disappeared. Rough spots become smooth. Skin's great. Head's clear. Energy's amazing. I can't believe how much I get done. I've always been an Energizer bunny, but just so good. But my favorite, okay, and yes, I've lost weight, but my favorite thing about Meta-PWR is the joints have stopped hurting. My joints, and I fell down the stairs before Disney, and I've told some of you about that. I landed so awkwardly and thought I had broken my knee and that I had ruined my trip. And my repercussions from falling down the stairs were zero within 24 hours, zero. And I know that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been on Meta-PWR. I think my joints and ligaments and literally my cells in my body are appreciating this product that I've been on now for 4 months, 5 months. I can't even keep track anymore. And I will never go without it. I truly feel like the LLV supplements and the Meta-PWR together are giving my body what they need to stop the clock a little bit. So there we go. That's my story, Lee.
That was Scott's.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to talk to you about, the name of the class is, I need to share my screen. Can I share my screen?
I think so. You can automatically let you do it. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Nice.
So, Meta-PWR, what we've learned. Okay. So we started on, Shalene and I both started on this journey with Meta-PWR in October the end of October. And what we knew is what doTERRA taught us at that point. And there are a lot of things that I am sure they knew or they suspected, but they didn't want to include everything in their presentation because doTERRA is really great about, they're not going to tell you something if they haven't tested for it. So I'm going to tell you some things that have been tested in my life and have been amazing. And I also want you to know, I want to start with this. I don't take the oil or the Meta-PWR comes in 3 parts. For those who don't know, there's 3 parts to it. There's the oil blend, there's the Meta-PWR Assist, and there's Meta-PWR Advantage. And I am just going to, do you have a sachet back there, Shalene?
Yep.
An Advantage that you can show them, because I'm going to focus on this, on the Advantage. I don't take the oil. I started by taking everything. I took the soft gels. Thank you. That's the Advantage. And then there's a little capsule called Assist. I started by taking all 3 of these things, the soft gels, which have the oil in them, the Assist in the capsule, and the Advantage. And I got diarrhea really, really bad. And as I've gone through this journey, I've tried just taking the soft gels, taking the soft gels and the Assist, taking the soft gels and the Advantage. I've tested them out in my own life. And what I think is, if I get too much of that oil in my system, that of the blend, which is a wonderful blend, and it's in all 3 products. So you're getting it. If you're not taking the soft gels or using the oil in your water and you're taking the Assist and the Advantage, you're still getting that blend. So what I've discovered in my life is I don't need the oil. When I started this, I thought, oh, I'm going to lose all this weight. It's going to be so great. And that's become the least of my worries. The greatest, I agree with Shalene, the energy, the clarity of mind, the joints, my joints. And let me tell you, I take Deep Blue polyphenols every night at bedtime, and that's made an amazing difference in my knees. My knees don't hurt at all anymore. I go up and down the stairs. They don't bother me at all.
Yay.
And they used to really drive me nuts. So my shoulders, I have arthritis in my shoulders, and I've just come to love Meta-PWR Advantage because it helps with the things I need help with. So I'm going to tell you some things. This product has a ton of stuff in it. We're going to start right here.
Cool slide.
So you can see it's formulated with synergistic ingredients, and that means they all work together. They combine really well and they really help us. So you can see there's the Meta-PWR Metabolic Blend right there. It's known for curbing your cravings and it may inhibit fat cell growth. There's the marine collagen. There's resveratrol, red orange fruit extract, NMN. We're going to talk about these things, not at length, but in a little bit of depth. NADH, which combines with the NMN to really help our bodies. Hyaluronic acid. How many of you have heard of hyaluronic acid? If you watch TV at all and you see those beautiful women on there trying these moisturizers, they all have hyaluronic acid in them. Sea buckthorn fruit extract, rose apple fruit extract, phytoceramides. Know what ceramides are? We're going to learn a little bit about ceramides are in our skin, and we're going to learn a little bit about those and what phytoceramides are. And liposomal vitamin C and biotin. So all of those ingredients are in that little tiny package that Shalene showed you that you mix with water, or Shalene, what do you mix yours with now?
You know what? Almond milk makes it taste quite a bit better for me.
She puts hers in almond milk. I don't have a problem with the taste. So I just put mine in my shaker bottle in the morning and I shake it up, or in the afternoon. Doesn't matter when you take it. You know, you can take it any time of the day.
Yep. However, Dr. O has said recently, it gets, I put it in my smoothie for a while because I didn't like the taste. And he said to take it separate and to take it in one shot, not drink it all day long. He
Oh,
said
right.
into the bloodstream quicker.
I just meant if you take it, if you don't get to it till the afternoon,
Yep.
that's okay.
Yep.
Do it no matter when.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about that Meta-PWR metabolic blend that is in all three of these products. It inhibits fat cell maturation, it curbs cravings, and it supports your metabolic health. It's a great little blend. Used to have one called Slim and Sassy, which had the same oils in it, but not in the same ratios. So as doTERRA was testing, they found out that the ratio that they put these oils in was very important. And you'll see down here this little statement. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So when you listen to me today and you watch me, remember that. I'm not telling you this is going to cure this or this is going to fix your life forever. I'm just telling you it's something you can try, you can use to make your life a little bit better. So the blend at the heart of the doTERRA Meta-PWR system is a uniquely formulated blend of grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark essential oils. And an unpublished preclinical study suggests that this blend may target and reduce adipose fat cells when it's ingested. Still more research needed. Limonene. We have talked in our classes a lot about limonene. It's in those citrus oils. It is a prominent chemical component in Meta-PWR, and it can support a healthy metabolism when ingested. They've also done research which suggests that limonene really helps with inflammation. So another way that your joints can get help is from that limonene. And consuming peppermint essential oil has been shown to decrease appetite and enhance exercise performance. And the aroma is citrusy and spicy and minty. So I've had people ask me, should I diffuse it? Heck yes, diffuse it. A few years ago, doTERRA came out with a Mother's Day trio, and in that was an oil called Sunny Citrus, and it was citrus, oils, and peppermint, and I just loved it. Well, that's what you get from this oil too. If you diffuse it, it's going to be uplifting and it's going to be stimulating, just like when you diffuse peppermint. It's going to help you to focus better and to be more attentive to what you're doing. So nothing wrong at all with diffusing it. Okay, let's talk about collagen. This is one of the main ingredients in Advantage. Now, collagen is the most abundant protein in our bodies. There are 28 types of collagen, and it's the key component of our connective tissue that makes up tendons and ligaments, cartilage, our skin, and our muscles. It gives our skin elasticity. And when it's helping your connective tissue is what gives your body structure and strength. It's what holds us upright. It's what helps us to lift and helps us to stand, helps us to move throughout the day. So collagen's a really important protein, and it's really important in our bodies. And when we get to be about the age of 25, our body stops producing as much of it as it used to. So doTERRA has put sustainably harvested cold water marine fish collagen in this product. And there are 9 types of collagen that are included.
And did you say collagen is a protein?
It's a protein.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the most abundant protein in our body.
Wow.
So this is a wonderful little chart that Shalene has given me. And it just is a comparison between the collagen products that are out there. I used to take Vital Protein, which is a bovine protein, which means it comes from cowhide. It's one type only of collagen. It's been tested and it has heavy metals in it. It doesn't have any tripeptides, which are really important in absorbing the collagen. It comes in a powder. I would put a scoop in my tea every morning, stir it in. You were supposed to put 2, but I couldn't handle 2. It was too much. It has 2 other powerful ingredients and it targeted the joints in the skin. So, okay, that's pretty good. And it didn't have any sugar in it. It was $1.80 per serving.
And it's the one most people use, I think.
It is. It's a very popular brand. You can see here that there are lots of different prices, different kinds of collagen that are used in these different products. But if you look at doTERRA's, it's a wild caught marine collagen. There's 9 types. Nobody else has any even close to that, more than one. And you can see the vegan one, because collagen comes from animals, it doesn't come from plants. It doesn't have any collagen in it. So you're paying $1.93 a serving and not even getting any collagen. So it's freeze dried, which means the powder lasts. We don't have to worry about it being refrigerated or going bad. It's going to last. It contains, you saw that, of this 11 other powerful ingredients, and it targets our skin, our energy, anti-aging, our blood sugar, our joints. It has no sugar in it, and yes, it's a little more expensive than some, but look at all the ingredients that you're getting. So go back.
I have seen that chart so many times in the last 6 months. I have focused on the fact that there's 9 kinds of collagen. I was completely ignoring and not realizing that list of other healthy ingredients that have been put in.
Yeah. Yes. Well, it's a collagen chart.
Yeah.
So that's what you're thinking about.
Yeah. But oh my goodness, when you look at the fact that doTERRA took time to put so much else in there.
And that's why we're talking about it today. Because to me, this is the amazing product that is in this line. You can see that the collagen types that are in this are related to skin beauty, bone protection. It's the main component of cartilage. Having a malleable dermis, that again means elasticity. It's moldable, movable. Stabilizing the other collagens, that's important. If you don't stabilize the collagens that are working on all of these parts, then they're not going to work. Collagen that functions, that focuses on our muscle function and our cell membranes and inhibits cell apoptosis, which means cell death, cellular death, and oxidative stress. We all have oxidative stress, folks. We're all rusting to some extent. So a type that focuses on cartilage, growth plates, joints, invertebral I can't even say it, the discs in our vertebrae, which are soft cushioning. They're cushions between our vertebrae that keep our spine from, when it gets compressed, you're not hitting one vertebrae on another. You've got a cushion in there that helps to support it and to keep it from having bone on bone. So that's really important. Normal brain aging, all of these, cell growth and differentiation. So all of these different things that the collagen in this product works on. All right, so now let's look a little at NMN, excuse me. Nicotinamide mononucleotide. Big word. They've tested and found out that NMN has been able to suppress age-associated weight gain, enhance energy metabolism and physical activity, improve insulin sensitivity, improve your eye function, improve mitochondrial metabolism, which means that's the mitochondria is the energy, the power plant in the cell, and prevent age-linked changes in gene expression. So they have done some testing where they found out that it helps people with Parkinson's disease, and other brain diseases. So that's what that means, those age-related changes in gene expression. It activates NAD+. We all have NAD+ and NADH in our bodies, and they're both crucial for mitochondrial maintenance, especially related to metabolic function. They convert food into energy and offer protection to the mitochondria. Like collagen, around the age of 25, we stop producing NAD+ and NADH in our bodies. We produce some, but we don't produce as much as we did. So that's been linked to aging-related diseases such as cognitive decline, cancer, metabolic disease, sarcopenia, and frailty. So NAD+ and NADH are like two sides to a coin. You need both of them. And NMN has the ability to help us produce the NAD+. There is a doctor at Harvard, David Sinclair. He's a noted anti-aging researcher, and he conducts human trials, and he's been taking NMN himself for a long time and says his lipid profile improved dramatically, and he feels more energetic, and his blood markers at 60 years of age are closer to those of a 30-year-old. So no reason to not have this in your daily routine. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to either put it in the chat or interrupt me. So NAD+ can directly and indirectly influence many key cellular functions, including metabolic pathways, DNA repair, chromatin remodeling, cellular senescence, and immune cell function. These cellular processes and functions are critical for maintaining tissue and metabolic homeostasis and for healthy aging. NAD exists in two forms, an oxidized and reduced, or redox. If you go and you research any of this, you're going to start seeing redox a lot in all the testing that they've done. Redox means it's oxidized and reduced form, and that's abbreviated as NAD+. And NADH simply means it has a hydrogen molecule added to it. A continuous supply of the NADH will they found that it will either halt the proliferation of cancer cells or trigger apoptosis in the cancer cells. Not in the other cells, exogenous NADH will be harmless to most normal cells. This is from a study by the National Institutes of Health. And exogenous simply means it's coming from outside the body. So since they found that it has such a critical role in metabolism and cellular health, it's opened up the possibility of targeting it to kill off cancer cells. So someday down the line, maybe we'll see this NADH being used by itself as a cancer treatment. I think that's really exciting. I've been through a lot of cancer things in my life, and I just think that's really a really exciting way to be able to treat it instead of having chemo and radiation. I have a friend right now who's going through radiation for the same kind of cancer that my husband had, and he's really having a tough time. He did not opt to have a feeding tube, so he's having a difficult time. I've provided him with a shaker bottle and doTERRA greens and doTERRA protein powder, because he's just having a real hard time getting nourishment in his body. Okay, so collagen, NMN and NADH, those are three amazing things that are in this. Who's heard of hyaluronic acid? Well, hyaluronic acid is a gooey, slippery substance that, again, our bodies produce naturally. And they found it throughout the body, especially in the joints, in the eyes, and in the skin. Promotes healthier, more supple skin, and it lubricates your joints and your eyes. If you have a knee or a joint, a shoulder, a knee problem, and you go to the orthopedic, they're likely to say to you, and particularly if you're my age, they're likely to say to you, well, let's try some injections. And they're not talking about steroid injections. They're talking about injections of hyaluronic acid. And they inject that into your joint, and it helps to rebuild that cushion in there so that you have cushioning between the bone and the joint. You're not feeling bone on bone. It helps things move smoothly. Helps your joints work like a well-oiled machine. It prevents pain and injury from bones grinding against each other. It helps keep things hydrated. Hyaluronic acid is very good at retaining water. Look at this. A 1/4 teaspoon of hyaluronic acid holds about 1.5 gallons of water. So like, I don't know how many drops that would be in a 1/4 teaspoon. But it's very hydrating. They use it often for treating dry eye syndrome. It's also used in moisturizing creams, lotions, ointments, serums. Makes your skin flexible. It helps your skin stretch and flex and reduces wrinkles and helps wounds heal faster, and it can reduce scarring. So what I found since I've been taking this is if I get a scratch or I get a mosquito bite or I get an ant bite, it seems to heal a lot faster. And I credit that to the hyaluronic acid that's in Advantage. Okay, another biggie, resveratrol. You've probably heard of resveratrol. It's a part of a group of compounds called polyphenols. Did I mention I take doTERRA's deep blue polyphenols every night before I go to bed? They act like antioxidants, protecting the body against damage that can put you at higher risk for things like cancer and heart disease. Resveratrol is found in nature. It's found in grape skins, red grape skins. It's found in red wine. They've been for several years now putting it in supplements. It may help lower blood pressure by increasing the production of nitric oxide. My blood pressure, since I've been using Advantage, I'm off of 2 of my medications for blood pressure.
I'm so happy.
So this stuff really works. This is not a placebo. It really, really works. It may benefit blood fats in animals. As an antioxidant, it can also decrease LDL cholesterol. So resveratrol is very good for people with heart disease. It's lengthened lifespan in animal studies. It's a potent antioxidant, anti-inflammatory compound. Shows promise. Go ahead.
Okay, off of this real quick. I was listening to a class on my old.
Sorry, Lee, go ahead.
Okay. It shows promise in protecting brain cells from damage. It's helped mice develop better insulin sensitivity and fight complications of diabetes. So part of this, the whole program of Meta-PWR, it's been helping. I know it's helping a lot of people who have diabetes or have high blood sugar, who have problems with blood sugar. This is one of the ingredients that's really helping them with this. And that's even if they don't use the assist, which is wonderful for that, for helping to level out your blood sugar. Humans with diabetes someday might also benefit from resveratrol therapy. Can help relieve joint pain by preventing your cartilage from breaking down. So here we go again. 3 different things here that really help with joint pain in this product. It has shown exciting cancer blocking activity in test tubes in animal studies. Whoops. Oh, I got to go back.
So Lee, we are running out of time.
Okay.
So I just
I'm going to run through these
Move
other
through.
ones
Yep.
really quickly. We have, let me do this. We have the, let's see, I can change this again. The red orange fruit, which is a blood orange, which helps with weight loss, gut health, and immune function. The sea buckthorn fruit extract, which again can aid your heart by reducing blood pressure and improving cholesterol levels. Insulin sensitivity, once again, rich in beneficial compounds like flavonoids and antioxidants, which can help us fight infections. Rose apple fruit extract, large amounts of vitamin C and A, and iron and calcium, helping to protect against infection and to improve digestion. Phytoceramides. I said we talk a little bit about these. Ceramides are naturally occurring in our skin. They help our barrier, our protective moisture barrier. And phytoceramides means they simply come from plants. And they may be especially beneficial for people who have eczema or psoriasis. Liposomal vitamin C has been shown to be 1.77 times more bioavailable than regular vitamin C. So we just are able, our bodies are better able to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, biotin, which promotes healthy utilization of fats, carbs, and amino acids, again, supports our hair, skin, and nails. And some research suggests that people with type 2 diabetes may benefit from taking it, as it may help to regulate blood glucose levels. So, what an amazing, amazing product. If you have any questions, I encourage you to let Shalene know. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have about this product, and so would she. Just even to me, just the first 4 ingredients that I talked about, the collagen, the NMN, the hyaluronic acid, and the resveratrol, I think that's worth every penny that we pay for this product. And then we get all these other things as well.
So what I love, Lee, is when I teach a class about Meta-PWR, I don't talk about any of that except collagen and a little bit about NMN and NAD+. Because Lee has all of this knowledge and all of this blessing to our lives in all these areas, I just learned 100% more. We are so blessed to have this. I'm curious what you would say, Lee, to somebody who says, I'm not feeling a difference.
Keep taking it.
Yep.
Keep using it. You'll start to feel a difference,
Yeah.
especially as you're older. It took me a couple of months before I really started to feel the benefits, especially in my skin. I felt it in my joints. I felt it in my energy, but in my skin and hair and nails, I didn't feel it and didn't see it until after a couple of months.
And I think every person is different.
Every person is
because
different.
Some people notice in the first few days, some people it takes a couple of months. But the thing that amazes me, I've got now, I think I have 37 people on Meta-PWR that I'm hoping to support their journey as they go along and educate and help. I hear so many different stories about what is helping them. And I would love, the one story I just want to share and close, I know we've gone a little long today, is a friend I met 2.5 weeks ago, and I may have mentioned this. She had an accident on a dirt bike. She was wearing a helmet, but it was too big. She fell off, and this was 3.5 years ago. And she has had seizures every day. And the day she started taking Meta-PWR, she's had no more seizures. And I ran into her at leadership last week, and I said, Lily, how are you doing? I just am so anxious to know how you're doing. And she said, A-OK. She is just having the most amazing experience. If you could have that kind of help, that's obviously what her body needed.
All of those things that help brain cells, that help cellular function. That's what does that.
Yep. But then the next person will say, my cholesterol's down. The next person will say, my blood pressure's down. The next person will say, I'm sleeping better. And I'm just like, that's because they put all these good ingredients in here.
That's right.
Thank you
That's
for
right.
sharing so many wonderful details. You're amazing. Next week, I get to teach about how doTERRA has changed my life for 8 years. So you're kind of going to hear a rundown of where I was, where I am now, and the things that I use in doTERRA. So I hope that you'll join next week. And thank you all for getting on. Such a blessing to have you here. And if you live in Texas, put April 20th on your calendar. We are going to have Dr. Brannick Riggs come to Austin. And oh my God.
Jana Lee, you'll have to come to Texas.
Yeah, I actually was going to say, Jana Lee, that's the best weekend to come. So it's going to be a weekend that please bring friends, come. If you know people that live here, encourage them to go. doTERRA will really be making it worth our while, giving us a free oil while we're there. And Dr. Riggs is going to talk about Meta-PWR. So hearing it right from his words, it'll be awesome. Thanks for staying on. And for those who want to stay on for a little business, feel free to. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Love y'all so much. Jana Lee, I'm serious about you coming. Thank you, Lee, so much. Love you so much.
Absolutely. Love you guys.
Jana Lee, if you want to get the piano that weekend, I need people to come to this meeting. Sherry signed us up for it. It's supposed to have 200 people at it. You're muted. But just know if that week worked. April
a Thursday?
Thursday night.
Okay.
I know. That's weird and hard and everything else. But just know I'm supposed to have 200 people to that meeting. We do have people coming up from San Antonio. We have people coming over from Houston. But oh my goodness, I feel responsible to get a lot of people there. So it's going to be great. Hey, Leanne, thanks for listening in. Glad you and Cleveland could hang in here. And
Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Shalene.
yeah.
I mean, and Lee too.
And Cleveland's there too, feeding a baby. I love it. All right. Thanks, you guys. We got a lot going on. I got another spa night tonight, and it's going to be good. So we'll talk to you later.
Bye,
Thanks. Hey.
Jana Lee, can you stay on for just a minute?
Yes, ma'am.
I just figured it was a chance for us to talk with
Sure.
let
Are
me
you